Hello and welcome to Service Without a Smile.
Or SWAS.
SWAS. Sweaty ass. Okay, he's not yelling at us yet, so I think that we can use that. Let's get into week 4, episode 4. Four. What's Spanish for 4?
Quattro?
Quattro?
Yes.
Quattro.
Maybe not like that.
Oh, yeah, that's very American, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me see where my episode notes are. Oh yeah, I always start with how was your work week? You know, I love asking this question.
Every week, my work week is an experience. Just thrilling. So, we wear name tags, right? I think most workplaces do. And people will look at my name tag and actively get my name wrong. My name is Anne Marie.
Anna Maria.
That's one of them.
Said that the other day. I aggressively corrected them for you. They literally were on their phone. I was like, I think I talked to Anna Maria.
That's
it's
just
like, you mean Anne Marie?
Adding more syllables to the name. It's literally just two very simple names with a little hyphen in the middle.
It's not hard. It's like Anne-Marie, like Spider-Man.
Everyone gets Spider-Man right.
How you get Spider-Man right? You can't get Anne Marie right,
Exactly.
you motherfuckers.
Most popular iteration of my name is Anna Marie. And I don't understand where the A comes from. And sometimes people would I get like spam letters in the mail or something, or people just write my name out. Instead of like a hyphen, little dash, they'll put like an apostrophe. Like they don't know what a hyphen is.
What?
Yeah.
Apostrophe?
Yeah, so it'll be Anne with the little like vertical line and then the rest of my name. And I'm like, this doesn't even make sense.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
I had somebody say like, hey, what's your name again? I didn't catch it and I said Anne Marie, and he was like, okay, Anne. And I was like, what?
My sister's name is hyphenated, but they only ever call her by her first name. Like without the hyphen. I don't know why. Why are hyphens so hard for people? Hyphens are so hard for people.
People see a little line and they're like, they spaz out. It's like people who
it's like,
drive
how
in the
is
rain.
English?
Yeah. I don't understand. And then they'll and I will say my name is Anne Marie, and they'll just say either the first or last part.
To be fair, when you pick up the phone, it does sound like you say Anne Marine.
Still. But people usually get it, but then like they'll repeat, oh, you said Anne Marie, and then I'll say yes, and then they just say the one part. And I'm like, okay.
It's like, Anne?
And I'm like,
no.
what? I said
it's not my name.
It's not
Maybe we should start going by Anne at that point.
I thought about it, but I won't answer because I've never really been called Anne. So I just like my name. I just won't hear it. Because in restaurants, it's the same issue. They'll always just say Anna Marie, Anna Maria, or something like that. So I just tell them my name is Amber, and they get that. Then I
Amber.
know. Yeah. Because I used to do that at school.
It's a very white girl name, though.
That's maybe why it's easy for them to pronounce it.
You should do something very Asian.
I should.
Like something with like an X in it because it's pronounced with a Z.
Oh my god.
Like Zhao,
That'd
you know
so
how
funny.
it's like it's pronounced
Yeah.
like it's spelled with an X.
You know, I'm gonna start doing
Jing.
that. Yeah. I'll be like, my name is Jing. They'll be like, what?
And then do a really, really, really hard last name.
I could just do like my middle name, which is very Vietnamese.
What is it?
It's Nguyen. Like the Nguyen.
I hate that name. I hate it. I'm
Wow,
sorry,
thanks.
not your name, but I just hate. I had a professor that was named that like went by that name like as his first name. I was like, how the fuck do I say this when I can't even? How am I supposed to pronounce your name? Nguyen?
Yeah, people in middle school and high school were like
Nguyen. We.
This feels a little offensive.
Didn't know how to pronounce his name, so I just never did. I was like, hello, professor.
Prof, man.
Sup?
Mr. Teacher.
Hey, hello, hey. Your name is something.
My favorite is when like I was in school and they have like the like a roll call and stuff like that. They would always get to my name. And they would just pause for a second. And they're like, Anne Marie? And I'm like, yeah.
Why is it so
here.
difficult?
And then my last name isn't that difficult either. And people usually get my last name correct more times than my first name, which I think is kind of wild. My last name is Molina. Yeah.
Like Alfred.
I guess.
Is that your father?
I wish.
Hope your dad doesn't listen.
Just kidding, Dad. Love you. Just kidding. I told my dad this. I literally thought I was like related to Alfred Molina for the like longest time when I was like
how cool would it be if you were though?
Right? And he was like, no, we're not. And I was like, but what if?
But what if?
Like, what if we just showed up to a family event and just showed up?
One.
I want him to be there, be my uncle. I was at Disney. They have like their names with like where they're from on there. Mm-hmm. And I think if I had to interact with everybody who made a comment about where I'm from all the time, I would shoot myself. Because I don't want to keep saying like, oh, ha, 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 I'm from Maryland. And people like go crazy because I'm from Maryland.
Why would they go crazy because you're from Maryland?
People from Maryland are crazy.
Well, we know that. Well, we know that.
Because they're all like, oh, I'm from, blah, blah, blah. And I'm from, I'm over here. And they're like, oh, I've been there. I had my sister's cousin's brother's uncle's second wife was also from there. They always have like some random family member who once lived in Maryland and they love to talk about that specific family member living in Maryland.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. I didn't ask this many questions.
It's like, did I ask though?
I moved out of this state, and they all
escape. You can't escape Maryland.
People from Maryland always like to wear the Maryland flag, so you know.
The Maryland flag is so stupid.
It's so obnoxious looking. I'm
flag.
not gonna apologize.
You know what the Virginia flag is though?
What is it?
It's like that lady with her titty out.
Ooh, titty. Titty lady.
She's like, it's like the French Revolution lady. You remember in the painting or whatever? She's got a flag and she's up like that.
Joan of Arc.
Is that her? Google. Hey Siri. Who was the titty lady in the French Revolution poster?
Oh my God, her titty is out.
Okay, I found this on the web. Who was the titty lady in the French Revolution poster? Check it out.
He said titty.
It's Joan of Arc.
I can't believe he actually said it.
I don't want to be wrong and dumb. Who is this?
Marianne?
Oh, wait. Oh, it's the Roman virtue of virtus. It's just a female figure.
It's called Marianne.
What? Then why is this page not telling me it's called
Liberty leading the people.
I'm literally done.
But when you type in Marianne French Revolution painting, it comes up.
Making this the only state flag depicting a form of nudity. Titty lady.
What, are you looking at the Virginia flag?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got nudes.
Virginia answered.
We answered the call. Viva la titties.
Viva la titties.
So I think it's personal story time. I have a lot, but I have one that
spark me to remember something.
I have one. Actually, I have a couple. I have two.
Okay.
Both of them are gonna be like different workplaces. So one of them was in a popular national coffee shop, international coffee shop. And my notes for this was someone spilled the mocha.
Someone spilled the
so
mocha.
when you're working at a insert national brand here, the way they do mocha is in like it's huge. It's like as big as this water bottle, like tall as this water bottle. It's like a half gallon.
Okay.
And it's mocha is a very viscous. Very viscous.
Is it thick?
Yeah, it's thick with two C's. It's very thick, which is why I'm very surprised that this happened. But one of the new people that was making the mocha, and mocha's a pain in the ass. You got to get hot water. You got to get chocolate. It's hot chocolate, basically, like burning, boiling chocolate. But you got to get it and you stir it up, and it gets very thick and viscous. But this person was carrying the mocha. Like carrying it from where they were stirring it over to where it needed to be.
I'm so afraid.
And it just in slow motion, she lost her footing. One foot went into the air. She didn't fall, but she let go of the mocha, and the mocha went straight down without. I don't know if you know what physics does, but the mocha went straight down to the ground without tilting or anything. Yeah. But like this, hard. It was like a full hard stop into the ground, and the mocha went whoop,
yeah,
all the way up to the ceiling.
Oh my God.
She got chocolate shit on the ceiling.
Oh my goodness.
It was nasty.
It's like that scene from The Office with the chili, but
it was like
direction.
Kevin's chili. Yeah, it was like Kevin's chili, but it was mocha.
all over the ceiling.
To the ceiling.
Did you guys have
and
to
that was
like
a 15, 20-foot ceiling.
How did you guys have to, I guess, deal with cleaning that up?
It took weeks. It actually did take weeks because we had to get like scrubbers.
Yeah.
And everyone had to be like this with their arms up, and we're just like like she cleaned a lot of it up herself, but like we still had, so like people would come in and they'd look up and they'd look like someone just shit on the ceiling. It was nasty.
Oh
but
my
like
God.
the velocity that mocha got was impressive because it all happened in slow motion. Like everyone watched her like trip, and we were just like,
oh my God, watching it happen, I think it would have had a heart attack.
just all of our heads were just like, oh. It all happened so very slowly.
Oh my God.
It's like one of those things where just like you're just like watching everything play in slow motion. You're like, well, fuck.
When I worked at the smoothie place, we had one of our ingredients was milk powder. We didn't put actual like milk in it.
Right.
Milk powder, one, smells disgusting. I just have to put that in there. It kind of has to do with the story, but it smells so goddamn bad.
Oh.
So, every so often we have to refill the containers of like the milk powder at the front. So I was in the back one day, we just got a delivery, and I, was opening it up to put it in the containers. And there was another hole that was in like the inner bag. So when I cut it open, it exploded.
Oh.
It fell on the floor, and it's very powdery. So it got on everything. It was all over mine and my coworkers' clothes, all over the floor, the shelves, all over the table. I walked out and I was like, I'm gonna need a couple minutes. I looked like I was just covered in like cocaine. It was all over my face. I was like, sorry guys.
I can just imagine you just like really left like an outline behind you. It's like one of those Looney Tune things where it's just like
we had to get we found like 2 brooms. We had to get like the cleaning cloths. We had to get the mop.
Oh, just for you. That was all just to clean you off.
That was just me. I actually took a shower in the sink.
Oh God.
But my face, and I was still wearing my glasses, so like there was the glasses outline on my face.
It was like you got a sunburn, only it was just powder.
Like, oh my God, that little bit in my hair, and I have black hair, so I'm like, shit.
Very smoky.
God, and it smelled so horrid.
Horrible.
Opened the back door.
This did not happen to you.
Yes, it did.
This is ridiculous.
It was horrid.
The more I'm mentally imagining what's going on, the worse it's just, no, this did not happen.
I really wish I did.
I wish you had taken a picture of it.
It was disgusting, and it smelled awful. We had to change like the mop bucket out like 4 times because it was so thick. Because when it gets wet, it gets very thick.
That's gonna be our episode. Like our arcane theme is just
thick with 3 C's.
3 C's, damn.
Yeah, we're getting shit on the ceiling and cocaine all over the back room.
Oh my God, what a messy episode. We're making a mess.
Messy.
Very messy episode.
I'm trying to think of anything else that's like spilled there. We had like the strawberries in the the syrup that they come in, and that has the lid sometimes didn't fit on the thing, so it did fall. Then there's sticky strawberry everywhere.
I remember the refreshers. That strawberry is nasty.
Is it?
I know everyone likes the refreshers and everything like that, but they were actually like, it's just freeze dried strawberries. It's not. I've looked at the ingredient list. It's really not bad. Like, you'd think Starbucks like would be a lot worse than they are. Their syrups is what is really like what really has the nasty shit in it. But even like the holiday ones, like the nutmeg stuff and all that crap, whatever they use, it actually is all pretty natural for the most part. It's just a lot of sugar, like a lot of sugar, like to make it like that honey type like substance that it is. There's so much sugar in it. It's ridiculous. But for the most part, they don't really add that many things to it to make it what it is. So that's not bad. But the strawberries, they get soggy.
I like the
but then you'd have to reach down into the sink to unclog it because you'd have to do the shakers. You'd have to. And to be fair, we did have a nice thing to clean the shakers off and stuff. But you would have to reach down sometimes because the drain would get clogged, and the entire sink would just fill up with milk, mocha, espresso, and fruit, soggy, nasty fruit pieces.
That's what happened to us at the smoothie place too. At the end of the night, like sometimes we would, just throw the handles in like the main sink, and then I kids' cloths and you touch all
And
the
you
fruit.
have to reach all the way in with your
in,
hand,
yeah.
and the water goes all the way up to your ear, and you're like, ugh.
It's the worst part.
It's the worst. It
The
honestly is
absolute worst.
disgusting. And then you have to like getting the fruit, the nasty, soggy, wet, moist pieces of
Moist.
fruit. I wanted to fit that word in somewhere.
I had to be.
Oh, that's gross. Real nasty.
Okay. Anyway, when I was in retail,
Oh god.
specifically, like the high-end clothing store that I was at, there are a lot of like older women who work there, and I think that they're just there because they have nothing better to do than to just have a part-time job. That's what some of them have told me.
Like most older women.
They're like, I mean, they get Social Security now, so they need something to do during the day, I guess. But they also worked at these stores for like years. Still, obviously, they're good friends with a lot of people. They know a lot of the regular people who come in. And at this one store, they were like mad that I was just like a younger person who worked there. They would literally, they were like kind of mean, like off-putting to me whenever I asked them a question, try to talk to them. Like I was new, so I needed to know how to maybe do something with the register. I was the issue that I didn't know what to do.
Oh,
they
these
were like,
damn
it's
youngsters.
like this. And I'm like, how would I have known that? This is my third day. How would I have known that?
How would you?
They just didn't like to talk to me.
Did they sabotage you?
They didn't try to sabotage me, no.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah. They were just really rude, especially when I was in the middle
There's
of doing
nasty
something.
old ladies.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
in the
they
middle of
should
doing
just go be
something. It was weird.
librarians.
Probably.
Did you know how that takes? You
You
have to
need
have like a
master's. Yeah.
to sort books.
Yeah.
In what world? Hello?
My mom was gonna work at like a library, but she was like, "No, I need like a master's
Okay,
degree."
it's just ridiculous. I'm not like shitting on librarians or anything like that. But like, why a master's degree to be a librarian?
I've always wondered that.
When you think of librarian, what do you think immediately? Like the kind of what
Just
do you think they do?
Like a nice older lady who helps me find a book.
Exactly.
But
why do you need a master's for that?
I used to volunteer at the library, and it was awesome.
If
But,
anyone's,
was I underqualified?
were you?
I guess so.
I guess you were.
I was in high school. That's like three. That's
You're
like
just
three
smart.
levels under the master's degree. I was
very
super
far
underqualified.
underneath it. Yeah. If we have anyone that is a librarian,
I
please
love
tell
you.
us, what do you do? Why do you need a master's?
I used to want to be a librarian. I love
Why
you.
do you need a master's to do what you do? Or are we missing something? Is there some like?
Maybe we're missing something.
Do you think that librarians are actually like some kind of really super secret like
God, I hope so.
advanced career field? Do
I
you
hope
think
so.
they're like super spies or something? Super spy.
God, I hope like a James Bond thing. They're like in the back room. It's just
Yeah.
like, hey, Q.
They
I'm
know how to get into those secret book entrances, like bookshelf.
like, yeah, the
entrances.
Dewey Decimal System's
That's why
actually
you
a
need
code.
a master's degree.
There it is.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
there we cracked the code.
We national treasured all of this bitch. Like,
Hyping up librarians, man. I just like I feel like we're missing something that they do. That can't be it. Like, is that like they just sort books, they take in returns.
we appreciate all librarians. Just want to put
We
that out
do
there.
appreciate librarians. You are
The
a very,
master's degree is just a little confusing.
it just doesn't make sense. An associate's maybe.
Maybe.
Or even a bachelor's kind of.
And
but
like an English like lit
a
or something.
master's.
A master's is a lot.
Lord have mercy.
Because master's degrees can vary from like 1 to 4
They
to
have
5
to get
years.
paid well to do that though.
But it seems like they don't.
It doesn't seem like
Yeah.
they do.
The,
But have you ever seen a different librarian when you go somewhere?
that's very true. Librarians do stay for like
A very
minimum
long
20
time.
years.
They stay in place.
Yeah.
They're plants, man. I'm telling you. They're like, there's got to be some
Mhm.
super secret shit. They're
Yeah.
all librarians listening are like, shit, boys, they're on to us.
Librarians sponsor us. God, I wish I could read more and like have more time to read. I want like a library in my house.
You want like
But-
a Beauty and the Beast library.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be so.
Whenever I think of like a
cool.
fancy library, that's the
I think
first thing
Beauty
that
and the
comes to
Beast.
mind. Thanks,
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah, sponsor us. I love you. I love the Beauty and the Beast castle. That was so fun.
I love the library, dude, honestly.
So awesome. I remember working at the library. I was part of their like volunteer program in the summer for like the summer reading.
Why were you at a library? Oh,
Yeah, they did like the summer
volunteer.
reading program, and like their benefits for that. I don't know if I say benefits, like I guess rewards were really nice.
maybe that's why. Maybe they have really good benefits and perks and stuff for being
Maybe.
a librarian.
Because, like, even when you just do, like, the summer reading thing, at least when I was younger, I don't know about now, but they had, like, you read a certain amount of books or you did, like, the weekly challenge, you get, like, a free pizza coupon or something from, like, Pizza Hut. And I was like, me as, like, a 12-year-old? And that was the fucking greatest thing ever.
It was the greatest thing ever.
I was like, free pizza?
They're brainwashing you into being a librarian. Maybe that's it, though. Man, I'm really trying to figure it out. I just don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it.
This is true. And
why is it such an advanced thing? They're like throwing us off. They're like, ooh, you want to talk about our career? Here's a book.
Here's a book. Shout out to teachers, though. Just quick shout out.
Man. Oh, you know what? Speaking of like the whole school system stuff, like since we're kind of on the edge of the school.
Yeah.
I want to know what bus drivers do in their downtime.
This is Fats.
What do they do?
I really don't know.
And the mysteries of the education of people in education and stuff like that. Like what do librarians do? What do school bus driver? If we have anyone that listens as a school bus driver, what do you do in your downtime between like the time that, because they're really only driving for what, maybe 2 hours at the beginning of the day, 2.5 hours at the beginning of the day, probably 2 hours, 3 hours at the end of the day. So
I guess it depends.
That's
on
like
how
5
far...
or 6 hours in total of you doing something, and then you have like the other few hours of just nothing. Like, what do they do?
I guess it depends on especially what time the school system starts. Because I know where I am, bus starts picking you up maybe like 6:15, 6:30, and then all the way to elementary school until like maybe 9:30. So I guess 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours at night.
Yeah.
But then it just seems like they're always in the bus.
Are they always in the bus? Do they live in the bus?
Well, I had this one bus driver when I was in elementary school. It looked like she did. She had like a thing of snacks next to her, like a little mini cooler also next to her for the drinks. Awesome. And then all like little pictures and stuff. Her like a little phone holder before like I even knew what a phone holder was, since I was like 7.
Damn, she was ahead of the curve.
Yeah, I was like... And she always knew that I lived across the street, so she would like look out for me because I was also like little. Yeah, it was really nice. She was really nice.
Aw.
And like shout out to her for living in her bus.
I mean, they do have a lot of space up there.
They do.
I haven't been in many school buses because like my parents always drove me to school. Maybe I'm privileged. I'm obvious.
Wow, I lived way too far
like,
for that.
But like they have a lot of space up in the like their cabin thing. They could like lay out.
Yeah,
that's what they do. Just take a nap.
You hear a fun story? I have a bus driver story.
Oh my god, yeah.
So I would think I was in like my forensic science field trip or whatever, but we went to DC to the Natural History Museum for a field trip one day. On our way back, we were stuck in traffic, and for some reason, I don't remember why, but a fight started in the back of the bus. Ooh. And it was between a kid and a chaperone. And apparently the chaperone was like egging the kid on. So they started to like have a fight in the back of this bus. So my bus driver had to pull over and like go to the back. And the kid was already like in the front of the bus. So they were like yelling at each other. Then he like climbed over everybody to get to the back. I was eating my french fries that I had. And she was like trying to get them apart. She was yelling. Everybody was like trying to back up. But also half the people were cheering because that kid was their friend. So there was a fight on my bus coming back from the Natural History Museum, and the kid had to sit in the front next to the teacher and was like, why did this happen? And he's like, that guy, he's trying to fight with me. And I'm like, this is a grown adult. Fighting with a high school kid.
Why was it?
Bus driver.
That's not allowed. And he never chaperoned again.
For real. And the bus driver was like, she could solve like all the world's problems peace. With that.
Honestly,
yeah,
man.
She diffused that real
fast.
Bus
drivers are the real heroes.
Yeah, backbone in society.
Okay, so I have a new part of our... Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I was like, new,
yes. I mean, I've been sharing my notes on this, but like hot topics, like things that get us heated, things that are like really irritate us, that are either in like, oh man, I had a description for it, but things that irritate us that are like either like public places or locations, service industry, stuff like that. Did you come up with any for this?
I have one right now. Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
Especially recently, the thing that really gets me so frustrated, especially since I worked in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I'm a very angry morning person. So when I come into work and people ask me the dumbest questions, like it's not in their instructions. Like they have written instructions or I tell them something in one ear and out the other. That's it. all the time.
Yeah.
Any question could be answered if you just looked at like the piece of paper like a second longer. Like 1 second
Or even
longer.
read it at all.
Or even read it at all. They just don't read anything.
So is that what irritates you the most? Is just people
As of recently, especially.
asking you things in the morning?
Well, yeah.
Like, don't talk to me unless it's after 10.
Well, there's that. That's a whole separate issue. But just in general, just like people will call and ask questions, and it's just like it's written clearly on like the card on the piece of paper. You didn't have to go through this. Or especially when they just don't use like Google. Like I'm Google. I am Google.com. Like I'm the knows more thing from Ralph Breaks the Internet. That's me, I guess.
I would love if I had something like that.
That'd be cool because I would know how to answer all these goddamn questions. They're like, "Where's the nearest place to like watch a movie?"
And
I'm
you
like,
go,
the movie theater's 10 minutes down the road, and they're like, "Oh, so which way is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, you just go out and you go to the left for 10 minutes, and it's on, it's on the left." And they're like,
which
"So
left?
how do I get there?" And I'm like,
what more do you want from
just
me?
map quested, I guess, or print it out for you.
MapQuest.
Exactly. My mom used to print those out.
Damn,
Yeah.
MapQuest, that's an old reference.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't heard the words MapQuest in years.
Now I have to use Google Maps, and then it prints out black and white and all blurry, like when the teachers.
Yeah, the
print
teachers
out
like
thing.
the very nice like copy. They're like,
"Oh,
here.
here's a map of like the math
Now
problem.
let me print
it's
it out."
on your
And
thing.
it's
It's
like
just
a
a black
mugshot.
blob.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's the? How do I do this?
Where is land? I want to see the ocean.
It's a treasure map, and I can't find the ets.
Oh God. So that's what irritates you now.
As of recently, yeah.
They want to hear mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, mine. I have been going on about this. Well, I don't think I haven't talked about it recently, but it is something I'm vocal about because I fucking hate this.
Mm-hmm.
Public restrooms.
Oh yeah. I know about this.
I hate public restrooms. I especially like it when it's at work and we have employee restrooms or stuff like that, where it's actually where it's just us.
Yeah.
Like that's perfectly fine. Like I don't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
But what gets me is when I have a workplace that doesn't have an employee restroom, and when the employee, and I'm not like being like, oh well, you need all this, blah blah blah. No, I'll tell you exactly, ladies, because I know over 60% of you are ladies. And I'm just saying, men's restrooms are as disgusting as they are stereotyped to be. I can assure you, not in cleanliness, but I hate them. You know why? Because I'll go to the bathroom and I'll go and get in it. I'll go to do my business in a stall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll sit down and I'll be there doing my business. And then some dude walks in and walks up to the urinal, and you hear zzz, and then you hear a stream of water. And then I'm like, oh my God. Why though? Why? Just why? The amount of sounds. I hate it. And this happened the other day. I was in the bathroom, just taking a bathroom break, just in there, and the stall, just sitting down. I wasn't even going to the bathroom. I was just sitting in the stall taking a break. And dude comes in, just zzz, and then another dude comes in and is like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, yeah, what's up? And then he gets it and you hear zzz, and then you hear I'm just like, no.
You're just moaning next to each other in the bathroom?
Yes, they're just moaning. They come in and do that. And then I'll be like, other guys, they'll just keep peeing. They'll just keep peeing and they keep going. And you're just like, and they're just standing there and they're just like, please stop it. Stop.
I think some of the funniest things that I've experienced in a women's bathroom. One, this was not as funny, but it happens all the time. I will go in and there's like the toilet paper roll is empty, and somebody else will have just put another one on top of the other one.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it happens to everyone.
3 extra seconds. There's a little trash can in the women's bathroom.
You're gonna hate me, but
no,
my bathroom.
I fucking hate you.
The roll isn't in the thing.
Oh my God.
It's on top of the thing.
But another thing, I was in the bathroom. I was in like the middle stall. There were 3 stalls. And, I was doing my thing, and then I was about to get out and leave, but there's these 2 ladies walking. They go on either side of me, and they start talking about, like, how they shaved the night before.
Oh, God.
And I was like, I can't just walk out now. they're having like this intimate discussion.
You are part of this now.
And then they started talking about like their husbands and like, oh, later on. And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Oh.
So I was stuck. I was like, I can't just. And then they got
Were you
out.
like in the middle stall and they were on the left and right of you? Oh no, the word.
So I was like, oh, fucking great. So then like I can't just walk out with them at the same time now. What do? I can't just be like, how you doing? I know how you shaved your pubic hair last night.
Oh God.
And then there was another time where I was in the very first stall. So I could, like, right next to the door. I saw somebody open the door, turn off the light, and then just leave. So I'm just sitting there with me and the emergency
no
light.
one's in here.
Me and the emergency light with our woes together. Well, I'm just in awe that this happened to me. And I think I just sit there for a little bit. So I'm just like, what is happening? And I went back to my coworkers and I was like, sorry I'm late. It's this was just reflecting on my life.
There wasn't anything reflecting in the bathroom,
No,
though.
just me and the emergency light. The dim little light.
Oh, it's so horrifying. If someone did that, I would be like...
I'm just glad it wasn't like completely dark. I probably would have killed myself. But
have you ever been like trying to be quiet when you're in the stall and it's one of those automatic flushing ones?
Oh my God.
And you make like a just slight movement and it
and
goes...
it just, and it's like, oh, you're getting out?
It's like, you need to flush?
I'm literally just trying to like put like button my pants again. And it's like, let me just keep flushing with every movement. And I'm like, please. And then one time I was feeling a little sick. So I was like trying to just like sit on the toilet to figure out, I guess, which end the sickness was going to happen.
Nope.
And it just kept going off. And I was like, I'm going to die.
Please.
I can't do this.
But then it's like sucking all the oxygen out of the bowl too.
Yeah.
And you're just like...
And then I couldn't like sit near the toilet because, you know, it was like automatic flushing. Little drops can come up from splashing. And I'm like, I'm going to kill myself if this gets on me.
I was like, oh, girl, you ain't throwing up in here. You ain't going in
He's
here.
like, oh, no, not in this bathroom. I know you ain't trying to throw up in this bathroom. And I'm like, please. I'm just feeling a little sticky.
But like circling back to like employee restrooms though.
Oh, yeah.
Because I love employee restrooms. I really do. I love employee restrooms because you get that privacy and you get all that. You don't have to deal with people being really gross and awkward until they are.
Yeah.
Because the same thing would happen in employee restrooms, and I really didn't like them until it started happening. I would be in the stall, or I would be, just taking a piss, and someone would come in and be like, ugh. And I'd be like, and then you had to face like the awkward moment of when you both walk out of the stalls at the same time and look at each other and like, hey, what's up? What's up? I just heard you go.
Yeah. Just heard you moan a little bit.
Why do you need to make noises when you're taking a pee? Like, I get it's relieving.
I hate being in women's bathrooms.
Please stop making noises.
Like women's bathrooms in a public restroom. A lot of time they have kids. Kids don't give a fuck about anyone's personal bubble.
They do not.
I had a kid touch my leg underneath of the stall. I saw God.
Oh God.
So I was like, no, come back in. And I was like, hello?
Whoa.
So I have some listener stories for us.
Wonderful. Let's get started. I can't wait for my blood to boil.
This one, okay, along the lines of the bathroom.
Okay.
This story says, I once took some guests on a short kayaking tour, and once we got back, one of the young women, probably about 30, in a tandem boat told me that she needed to use the bathroom and that she just went in the kayak, but it was quote unquote okay because I poured my water bottle in here too, and I'm sure it happens all the time, and just left and didn't tip either. If someone came into me, if I was a kayak tour person and someone came to me and said that they just pissed in the boat, it's, whatever, I'd kill myself. Yeah.
Was it a yellow kayak?
God, I hope so.
Oh no.
Why
it is
would
now.
Why would you just pee in a boat?
I don't know. Why would you not just like dip?
Like just go, go
physically
in the water.
moving, but why wouldn't you just dip into the water? Just relieve yourself.
Why in the
and
the water
jump back
doesn't
in.
usually get in kayaks. like a whole lot.
But it's okay because you spilled your water bottle in there.
Yeah. The water bottle just
That's
diluted it, I guess.
That's drinking water.
Diet
if I
pea
ever.
water.
Oh God.
No
Kayak
tip.
urine.
Kayak
Kayak
urine.
honey.
New brand.
Oh God.
A couple other of them.
Oh, what's next?
So these other ones are just what my tattoo artist told me, and I thought that they were very silly.
Tattoo artist gave you some. You
Mhm.
shout out the tattoo artist. Can we?
I didn't ask. He was just because he just kind of tells everyone the stories. I don't think he'd have a problem with it.
Oh.
Shout out Tattoo Mike. You got some great stories. This one, he said when he was tattooing, he has a playlist going.
Mm-hmm.
So he was singing to himself, and the guy that he was tattooing, or the person he was tattooing, said, "You don't have to sing." And he was like, "I like this song."
What?
And the person was like, "But you don't have to sing it."
What?
I was like, if someone was tattooing me, I wouldn't be like, "You're singing is dog shit."
Damn.
Because this person is putting the permanent ink into my
Let's go.
skin.
Oops.
Oopsies. Tattoo's messed up. It's on your body forever.
Forever.
Be like, take this, Brad. Like, just
Take this, Brad.
gets tattooed instead. This one is from my friend Jenna at Jenna Blair _.
Hi, Jenna.
Yeah. She said that she was working at front desk at a hotel near the airport, and there was a woman, like the woman that owned the hotel was there that night, and it was very busy, and she was micromanaging the front desk. A guest was trying to get Jenna's attention, but she didn't hear her, and the owner of the hotel drove her fist into her back and
What?
like hissed in her ear to look up, and then Jenna was too stunned to acknowledge the guest.
What?
She composed herself and continued the night, and then she told HR, but obviously they took the word of the owner over her.
Oh, of course.
And the next day, cameras were installed behind the front desk. That's
By the owner.
That's a lot.
Wait. Why is this? Why was this why? That's creepy. First of all, nobody whispers in my ear unless I
Yeah.
want them to.
Yeah.
You don't whisper in my ear unless I
Ooh.
tell you to.
Especially to like drive your fist into your back.
I
Don't
thought you were
touch
gonna
me.
say like drive it through a wall or something, but just into the back.
Don't touch me, bro.
What the fuck?
Just be like, hey, look up.
You don't put your hands on your employees like
Yeah,
that. That's
no.
just
Mhm.
that is just unacceptable. What's wrong? I'm sorry, Jenna.
And I know
I
that
hope
she
your back
wasn't.
feels better.
And I know she definitely wasn't doing anything like obviously she wasn't supposed to be doing. But like if you just don't hear somebody, it's not anyone's fault, really.
Yeah, you don't hiss.
Exactly. Like I can't hear half the people that I talk to.
Wait, how do you even hiss? Look up.
Look up.
Stupid bitch. Sorry, Jenna.
Love you.
Hope your back feels better. Carrie in that hotel.
For real.
All right, now it's time to do our my favorite segment, and apparently everyone else's favorite segment at this point.
I love
keep
it.
getting a lot of submissions for it.
Thank you for everyone who sent something in.
Thank you for being submissive.
Submissive and breedable.
Things you can say in the movie theater
Mm-hmm.
and also in the bedroom. Sure, I'll start off.
Okay.
I really got a stretch after that. I wasn't expecting it to go for some.
Oh. Is that it?
I hope not. Oh, sorry. I fell asleep.
It costs how much?
Damn. Wait, was that all?
No, I got more. I
No,
thought we
that
went
was
back and
one of
forth.
them.
Oh, I was like, no.
I like to be here when it first comes out.
The mental limit.
That's really salty.
That was on mine too. It's really sticky in here.
Oh. I've had that experience.
Oh!
I heard this was rated R for sexual content.
I prefer the back.
Oh! Oh! Damn!
She should win an award for this.
Pretty sure she did, just not in a televised event. Remember to clean up before you leave.
Oh. I can't believe I paid for this.
I can't either. I think we can probably squeeze in there.
It wasn't that good.
Damn. Damn.
That was a little rough. I felt that, buddy.
I prefer to be in the middle.
I like that one. Over already?
Can we go a little lower?
I wish that was a little longer.
So do I.
Single tier.
Every male in the audience. Can I put my feet up?
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
A popular one that was submitted was, can we have some more butter?
Oh.
I was like, oh,
Oh.
butter.
Butter.
I can't
Butter
believe
me
it's
up.
not butter.
Can I stick my hand in your popcorn?
No, it's not
goodness.
sanitary.
Finally, it's starting.
Oh my god. That was my last one was, finally it's time to go in.
Oh. One of them that was submitted was just silence.
Oh god.
And this one
Who's
says,
a winner?
what's their actual name again?
Oh. Oof.
Well, that was a disappointment.
Oh.
The people behind us were so loud.
Oh my god.
This one says, it's not
Jesus.
something that I say, but I get up and leave after it's done.
Oh. That's a good one.
That's a good one. And this other one says, play film. Making a movie. This last one I have says, damn, that sucked.
Did it?
Oh.
Oh.
And then shut the lights.
Remember to silence your cell phone.
Oh.
Ooh.
Might feel some vibrations.
That's what I like to hear.
Was that it?
Yeah, there were a lot.
Well, that was one. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Was that it?
Yeah.
I
Both
like
for this
some-
and for that.
The silence one was
The
good.
silence one was real good.
I think it's a good place to stop though. We've been going for a long time. That's what she said. That was that one. That was
That's
there's one too.
another one, yeah.
There's another one.
Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Another
It's
one.
time to end this.
Okay.
All right. Thank y'all for listening to Sweaty App?
Laugh at the swath.
Laugh.
Thank you to everybody who sent in the submissions, both
Yep.
for stories and for the segment. As usual, I love reading them, especially for the segment now.
Oh, we do have to come up with another one for next week. Show one for next week, B.
A library?
God, yes.
Okay.
Things you can say in the bed next week. Things you can say in the library and also in the bedroom.
I'm excited for this
I
one.
like that one. That's gonna be really good.
As usual, thank you for listening.
And we'll see y'all next Wednesday. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Hump day. Anyway,
day.
love you. Bye.
Bye.